Hi everyone, decided to make a few videos on the various lamps in my collection. I'm going to start off with the Bialaddin 310 because that's a reasonably rare lamp when it comes with the original globe, the T5, which this one is. That is a fair while actually, and came across it at a car boot without realising the sort of rarity of it. It's made between 54 and 58, but the globe is unique. Only comes across on this and the T10, the table lamp. Reasonable condition. I serviced it, changed all the seals, etc., etc., and gave it a bit of a polish, a bit of autosol, but nothing more than that. I tend not to go overboard with the restoration. I like the patina look, shall we say. As you can see, just turning it around now, it's in, to be fair, for a lamp that's over 50-70 years old, it's not in too bad condition, to be honest. And I say, it's in all my collection, of which I have about 80 lamps now, this is possibly one of my favourite lamps, and I only have a couple of these, to be honest. As you can see, if you just take a look at the globe, is in really beautiful lamp. As I say, just carry on turning it round. I say they work off all the same principles, to be honest, the Vapaluxes, the Bialaddins and the Tilleys. And what we'll do now is we will get it lit. Right then, to light the lantern, it's the same principle. You use the mess to preheat the vaporizer, and then when it's preheating, as it dies down, once you've got the pressure in, you then turn the control knob to open it, to reduce the jet so it opens up, and that then should ignite the gas. Basically the liquid turns to a vapor or a gas. Can I remember the physics of it all, the chemistry of it involved. But anyway, let's give it a whirl. So you've got lighter on the right, syringe to put it into the preheating cup, and the meths. Right then, mess in the preheating cup. A bit awkward this one, because the preheating cup's quite sunk down, and if you're into the collar, and if you're not careful, you can actually overfill it. This is why the military normally have a lot of the Bialaddin and Vapalux lamps, but for some reason they never like this one. That's why you don't see it in the military green that often, which is a darker green than this. Anyway, let this preheat for a while now, and then once it's got going, I'll actually talk you through while we're waiting for it, I'll talk you through the process of lighting it. So basically you preheat this now, and then you have a control cock which is there. You turn that so it's clockwise to prevent any fuel going up, and then as the flame dies down, you put in about 14 to 18 strokes to pressurize it on here. Of course, while you're doing that, you've obviously got the air screw here undone, so you can't put any pressure in at the minute. Then obviously when you come to put the pressure in, you then close it and put the pump in, put the pressure in. Patience is the key here. I've seen a fair few videos with flare-ups and stuff where people have just been too enthusiastic, and if it's not vaporizer not heated enough, you get the flare-up with the flames coming out at the top. Anyway, we'll just let that preheat for a while. Right then, I've just closed the air screw and put in about 18 pumps in. It varies on the individual actually, and the characteristics of the lamp. It can be anywhere between 14 to 20, but I like to put about 18 and see where we're at actually. Again, we'll just let this burn down. I'm quite happy to sit here outside in the garden and let it do its job. You can see now the flames are just beginning to die down a fraction now, so we'll leave it till it goes about halfway down the vaporizer tube before we turn the control cock anti-clockwise. Basically what that does, inside the vaporizer there's a needle with a fine jet, at the top, and when it's clockwise, that little prick of the jet sticks out the top, and that basically prevents any fuel from going from the tank under pressure up through the vaporizer. Once you've turned it anti-clockwise, loads the needle in the pricker, thus the fuel can go up. Anyway, now it's the moment of truth approaching. Give it a few more seconds and we'll see if we can get the little fella lit. Let's give it a whirl, shall we? There you go. It is a thing of beauty once she's up and running. Now, a lot of people now just bung in how many ever strokes they do to get up to maximum pressure. Its recommendation is just to leave it for a few seconds, maybe a minute or so, maybe less, just to let it settles down a bit, and then we'll put the pressure in. The good thing about these, it's very difficult to over pressure the Bialaddins, but I tend to put about 40 to 60 in, and that should keep you going for a while. The tank normally put about a pint of paraffin in, and that'll keep it going for a few hours. Anyway, I'm just going to pause this now while I bung some more pressure in. Won't be a minute.